truth was masked by golden curtains. You didn't know we're shattering the silence. Feel the power. Revelation's on the rise. From the shadows, light emerges, breaking through the veils of dark. 0 points and gravity converge, yeah. Dying voices, revelation start. Ancient whispers call. They're begging us to open our eyes. We stand tall, defying all their lies. Even in now, we're shattering the silence. Feel the power. Revelation's on the rise. Forbidden knowledge we dare to see, unveiling secrets, setting minds free. In this epic, we play our part with fierce hearts. You didn't know we're shattering the silence. Feel the power. Revelation's on the rise.
In a lab, my dust cracks the code tonight. Oh yeah, that's true. Wires and circuits that shine in neon light. Oh yeah, seen you creating power from the air. These smiles and delight. Oh yeah. Mike does it right. Hey. Mike does all my keys to one. Teaching us knowledge, lighting the sun. Trumpeting his legacy alive is his. Mike does knows we're his biggest friends. Down in the basement, secrets start to glow. Oh yeah. With Nathan, Lulu, and the show. Oh, brilliant team. Mike came from Faraday. We're letting knowledge flow. Energy streams. Mike does all my keys to one. Teaching us knowledge, lighting the sun. Trumpeting his legacy alive is his. Mike does knows we're his biggest fans. Years of thought, bringing dreams to life, turning theories into electric light. Mike and us, a journey to ignite. Oh yeah. We've reached new heights. Hey. Mike does all my keys to one. Teaching us knowledge, lighting the sun. Trumpeting his legacy alive is his. Mike does knows we're his biggest fans.
In a town down south where the fireflies glow, there's a man named Michael with a vision to show. Building towards a goal, he's got the spark, dreaming of a future that'll light up the dark. But on the other side, Bill Nye's on the rise with his laptop charts. He's cut down all the lines, and it just fits. It's all in the map. You can't pull from it either. You're just chasing a path. But oh, Michael's rising like a morning sun. With the power of either, he won't be outdone. Now stand up and shout, let the truth be affirmed. Feel the energy flow, let's change the world. In the heart of a life, the tension was thick. Skeptics gathered round the table ready to pick. Chose your fruit, but let the taste clear. And I find the stream, you're just chasing a spin. as I spin, let the naysayers cry. Go spin fast in a heart full of fight. I'll show you the power that's hidden inside. Oh, Michael's rising like the morning sun. With the power of either, he will be outdone. Well, stand up and shout, let the truth be unfurled. Feel the energy flow, let's change the world. The best there's ever been.
And in the depths of shadowed halls, I wandered all alone, casting whispers, binding chains, demons of my own. Toxic, deafening, now spread on my frail soul. I once spin my mirror, haunted by my role. But in the echoes of my cries, just still I emerge, guiding me to where my true results are. Now I rise from the shadows with wings of fire and sand, free from the chains of sorrow, all these paths are forever deepened. Shattered glass beneath my feet, scars I wear but dry. Stormy nights just turn to dawn, I wear truth as my guide. Anxiety's dissolved in the sun's golden ray. I see my destiny through time and space. The fears that once consumed me now they take. For in my heart a new world is proclaimed. Now I rise from the shadows with wings of fire and sand, free from the chains of sorrow, but this paths are forever. this life are forever depend. In the depths of his oppression, it's the rise of a true nation.
Don't forget to record.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to League of Extraordinary Inventors. I'm your host, Mike from Faraday Research. It is Friday night, Free Energy Fridays. It's October 4th, 2024. Welcome to the show. Live chat is open and ready. Last week, we had a really good night on the live chat. It was smoking. We were like huge amount of chat going on, everybody mixing it up. I've been trying to post most of the messages up on the actual board so everybody can see all the questions, comments going on. Yeah, we got our regular panel. We got Ben, we have Nathan, we've got Mike Does, we have Lulu, and last but not least, we got Philip
can't hear
from
anybody.
Montreal. You can't hear anybody? Try logging back in, Lulu. Something's wrong with your sound. But yeah, it's been a busy week. I've been tired and allergies are killing me. So it sounds like my nose is plugged. It is. So I guess
I don't
Philip,
have audio.
we're gonna start with you, Philip. I guess you said you had something you wanted to present. I know you're
Yeah,
working on the Cavendish experiment. You bought a vacuum chamber.
yeah. I'm gonna use your guys' brains to explain what the hell is going on. So here, present share screen, window, StreamYard.
Yes.
What's up? Okay. So if we go here, um, can you see the YouTube video?
Yeah,
Is
we
that
see
what
your screen now.
the Cavendish one?
Yeah, it's in the top corner there. Maybe maximize your screen.
Okay, but
Let me.
uh,
I'll give
you
you a
see,
full screen layout.
yeah, you see the rod.
Yeah. We see that. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was the experiment I did a couple of weeks ago. It's a large reflective rod, and it's being attracted by light. So I don't think it's heat. These are LED lights, so they're not heating up, and the time the time there's not enough time for the air to heat up, so it's technically attracted to the light. So I was explaining this by because of the energy potential that creates some sort of gravity. Just there is that is just like gravity. And then um, I did the same. I did the same experiment. Can you see
Yep.
the bucket?
Yep. Yep. We see it. That's the vacuum chamber, right?
Yeah, but it's not in vacuum right now. I just wanted to have the pump, but I didn't bother pumping out the air because I just want to see the reaction, and we just quickly like that, and we can see that I'm able to move the stick with the light. If you look on, it's hard to see, but if you look on the left, you can see the edge of the stick moving, and this is just with light. So it's acting. Now it's being repelled by light. So I assume that there is the momentum of the photons that it kind of pushes the stick around, uh, just like the standard mainstream physician would say. And but then I said myself, well, what if I wrap the stick with foil for it to be reflective? Because if it's reflective, then he's gonna get pushed even more. You know what I mean? The light is not gonna get absorbed, so it's gonna get pushed even more. So I did try to wrap the stick with foil, and I did the same thing. But now the stick is not moving at all. So it's not moving at all. So I don't get it because it's being attracted when it's a large rod. It's
Well,
being repelled when it's a small stick, and it's not moving when it's a small reflective stick. So
would you
so
try putting foil, just a small piece instead of the whole thing covered with foil? Just put a small piece on one end of on with the foil, a small piece of foil on one end, not the whole thing, because that whole piece of foil is going to absorb all that light and distribute the energy evenly across the whole thing, and you're not going to get movement. But if you put the foil on one end, a small piece of foil, and just hit the foil, you're probably going to get movement.
yeah, maybe I can try that. Um, yeah, I can try that actually later on when you guys talk about something else. I'll try it out. But yeah, that's a good point. But my what I suspect is that there's multiple effects going on. There's probably the energy potential that does indeed attract the that acts like gravity, but with just a small little spotlight, there's probably not enough energy, and the photon momentum plays a bigger role in that case. So it's kind of multiple effects overlapping. That's what I think is going on, but I'm not sure. But that's just my hypothesis.
Is it being amplified by the actual tube it's sitting in when you put the light to it?
If it's being amplified, no, there's nothing. There's no vacuum, or it's not under vacuum. I don't loop I don't use any loop for amplifying the light. So nothing
No,
like that.
I mean when it hits that plexiglass,
Magnification.
because I've seen people melt rocks when they put the sun to plexiglass, and it'll melt the rock. So I'm asking if it's having an effect and just adding more energy to something.
Well, it's maybe, but it's the same amount for the wooden stick and the foil, the foil wrap, the 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 stick wrapped with foil. So it's the same amount of light, and the piece of wood moves, and the when it's wrapped with aluminum foil, it's not moving, and it's the same amount of light, the same thing. So it's really weird because think about it. Because I've been reading a little bit about solar cells and things like that. That the momentum of photon pushes materials, and they say, but if it's reflective, it should push even more because the photons are not going to get absorbed. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
so I assume it would be the same. But now if I put foil, it's even worse. It's not moving at all. And if it's pure wood, then it's being pushed around.
I don't think it can concentrate the light when you have foil that's bunched up a little bit. It has to
Yeah,
be perfectly flat in order to concentrate at one spot because you're getting refraction. It's just going all over the place. The light.
yeah. Maybe that's the thing. It came to my mind quickly, but you're just confirming it. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe I should use a flat stick of metal or something like that
Yeah, it probably works
instead of
good.
the, yeah.
Aren't some metals or like if you heat them up, they expand? What if the causing the lattice to move, and so you're seeing movement?
Yeah, I don't think I can heat it up with a small little spotlight. It's too weak to heat up.
Yeah, but the tube that it's shaped like that, and when you hit light through that, that amplifies. It acts like a lens, so
Yeah,
a small amount of light, much more greater.
yeah. But it's the same thing. The amount of light is the same for the wooden stick and the wrap foil stick.
Very interesting.
So the amount is the same thing, but it's probably like Nathan is saying that the foil is reflecting the light all over the place because it's not straight.
You know, try it with a laser light, not just a regular light. See what it does.
Yeah, I did try with a little laser and it's not doing anything.
No.
It's too weak. My laser is not strong enough.
Well, with the laser, at least you could pinpoint where if it's reflecting. It's precise.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, I know.
exactly.
Yeah, maybe Mark Sokol could replicate it, and he got better equipment, but maybe he can do that. But I can't. I don't have good equipment enough. But something is going on. That's for sure. I mean, I didn't try the vacuum chamber yet, but I already have. I don't think the air doesn't have time to heat up. It's impossible. It's because of the heat temperature or air pressure difference or anything like that. So so
I
yeah,
wonder if it
that's
works underwater too.
underwater. Yeah, it would be. I mean, the chamber filled up with water or vacuumed out of everything.
Yeah, just filled up with water. I wonder if the water would affect it or not.
Oh, yeah, it would be slower. It would be less sensitive.
Hmm.
That's the problem. It needs to be ultra sensitive. So I can't even. I did try to tape the stick, and it loses all its sensitivity. So I really need to use a rope and make sure it's very sensible.
Have you tried any magnetic material, maybe like ferrofluid or something?
Um, no, I don't have a ferrofluid here at home, but I have gallium.
Oh, okay.
Um, but yeah, gallium it would be even worse than water. It wouldn't move at all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All the viscosity in these things slow it down. You don't have enough
yeah,
energy for it.
yeah,
Okay.
exactly. But yeah, I mean, so something is going on, man. Hopefully, what's his name, Wayne O'Hala. I think he said he's gonna try to replicate it in Mark's labs next month. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's all I have to share for this week. But it opens door for a lot of questions and a lot of follow-ups on that experiment.
Yeah, I agree. I'd like to see different metals if you find anything around the house, you know what I mean? That you could put in there, it'd be cool.
Yeah, like a flat flat stick of metal or something like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're gonna try that.
You're using aluminum right now, right?
Yeah.
Is it rounded? Is it flat or is it round? Like
No, it's not straight. It's all it's reflecting all over the place. It's reflecting the light all over. It's not. It's I handled it by hand, so it's not very good. I need to use a straight stick of metal or something like that. So I'm gonna look around.
Yeah, Joe was saying aluminum tape. It might seal on there real good and flat. Just the ducting tape.
Okay.
Yeah, just the aluminum ducting tape you would get. It'd be real flat on there when it sticks on there. That might be good.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll
I
check
use
it
that
out.
stuff. I use that
Oh,
stuff a lot, man. Doing high voltage, it likes it. So
yeah. Okay, interesting. So yeah, I'm gonna while you guys talk about something else, I'm gonna look around, try to experiment while you and hopefully can get some good results before the end of the show.
very
That
cool.
sounds fun.
Yeah. So yeah, what about you guys? What have you been up to this week?
Oh, well, I cleaned up my background. I changed it. I got tired of the mess behind me, so I just got a cleaned up area. Did some painting. Yeah, I mean, made it look proper. Got a regular monitor size instead of a huge, giant TV. So now
Oh,
I don't look like Stevie Wonder looking up at the little boxes on the top because I was going like this the whole time. You know what I mean? Yeah,
so
I
what
just
happened to your big cathode TV?
oh, it's to the left of me. I still use it. I
Oh
roll
yeah.
out my little desk for doing this now.
When I was
So
young, we used to smash these TVs with hammers when we were when
Oh,
they
can
were
you
out
guys
of
hear me okay?
yeah,
yeah.
I need to pick
Okay,
up a
good.
few more of those TVs. I blew out another resistor in it when I was messing with the voltage.
Did I
So I
did
just
I
got to
get
pull the
you
fly back and get
did I
another
get
one.
you hooked?
Oh, dude. I've been hooked on those TVs for a long time. My wife wondered why I came home one day with like 6 of them. And I go, well, you got to understand something. I got to light up stuff in my garage. That's what I do. So I always take the flybacks out or the, transistors that are in them or MOSFETs and just use all of them. It gets a lot cheaper for a lot more high voltage because you get, 1,600 volts out of some of them on the transistors. They're just awesome. And they don't blow up all the time. They're used to the heat. You know what I mean? So I absolutely love those parts.
Yeah. Yeah, good point. So
He
Yeah,
always
I got
has
a
one
little
close
update.
by in case he has to
My
go spark one up.
Has anybody ever seen those that glass globe with the 4 squares painted black on one side and white on the other, sitting on a needle, and it spins when you hit it with the light or put it in the sun? It spins. What do you call that thing?
I haven't seen that.
It's like a clear glass, like a
I've
light
seen
bulb
it. I don't know
looking
what it's
shit.
called.
I don't know. It sounds pretty cool, but
Anyway, the black portion side, if you hit it, if it's in the light, it makes a spin, but the white painted side, it doesn't spin as much. So black is not as reflective as white. I have one in a box somewhere. I can't remember what they're called.
Yeah, I can't remember either.
Yeah, we didn't even think of the color of it when he was doing the light experiment, but that might be something too.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, from what I remember using the thing, you know, it has 4 squares evenly separated on a cone that sits on top of a needle, so it's easy to spin with little force. And the 4 squares are painted black on one side and white on the other. They're like just squares of paper or metal, but I know that the black side, when the sun hits it, it spins really fast, but the white side,
Crookes radiometer.
there you go, that's it.
Also known as a light mill, it's a device
Crookes.
that consists of a glass bulb with a particular partial vacuum inside and the rotating
that?
set of vanes or paddles.
Ben, how do you spell Crookes?
Crookes. Crookes radiometer.
Yeah, I was looking for it. Thanks, Ben. That's it, yeah.
Yeah.
Look up the thing, Bill.
The radiometer.
Crookes radiometer. I'll put a link. Yeah, there it is. I'll put the link in the private chat. Or both chats, actually.
I've been setting up furniture all week. IKEA furniture for the kids and picking up nails after the fence people finished fencing, the backyard. Because you remember we had a small hurricane and it just like destroyed everything. So I finally got to getting somebody to do the fence, but they left such a big mess. They left nails all over the yard and
Oh, yeah. Don't you love that?
huh?
That's what, contractors leaving their mess behind?
Yeah. And go and get like this it's called an anvil magnet. It's like a long magnet and has like a handle, and like I have to run it all over the grass, like in the pick up all the nails, because if you use the lawnmower it could hit one of the nails,
Yeah, don't do that.
huh?
Yeah, don't use the lawnmower for it.
But if it hits one of the nails that is on the floor, it could, like, the blade hits it, it could hurt somebody,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd
So
say.
yeah, so I've been, just cleaning up nails and, concrete bits and putting furniture together and writing my reinstatement letter for school. That's how my week has been. Oh, and a birthday. So,
Oh, looks like we lost Mike. Then he must still be having trouble with his computer. He's got to unload that hard drive, or else he's always going to have problems with it.
Hey, Mike, I've got a solution
Hey,
for
are you
you.
in?
Go take a hammer and throw it out on your computer.
That's right. You got that right. Very close to it. Very close to it.
I was about to do that to my phone today.
or send
Oh my lord.
Yeah, you'll fix it for sure that way.
Get the bugs out real quick.
Update on my power cell. It's been running over a month since I did the modification to it, and there's no signs of it dying. It's still holding its current and voltage.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's been running pretty much 24/7. So it's pumping out, I calculated, about 4 kilowatts in 1 month. That's how much power it's produced.
That's great.
So, yeah. So it's running strong. I'm under official NDA now, so I can't really talk about the technology, but I can give updates on the progress.
Ben, you got to make a song from Mike and his NDA. Mike Faraday is under NDA.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I can't believe that. What was? Oh, how do you UTO? What was that AI thing doing that? The UTO or whatever?
Udio, yeah, it's
Udio?
very impressive.
I can't. Did you put the lyrics in there, or you just put the subject matter or whatever?
I mean, I edit the S out of it, but I do sometimes put the lyrics. Sometimes I let it generate it.
Well, let me just say the lyrics are coming out awesome, man. I'm impressed. And good lyrics too.
Thank you.
And are you doing any of the melody work or?
Well, I feed it styles and prompts of what I want it to do with the music.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because I didn't get to do any of that.
Music. I remember earlier this week. That was funny. That was good.
We, Nathan did the Star Trek thing. We should do like a 007 thing.
Yeah.
Dude, that Star Trek thing is the funniest thing in the world, man. I crack up every time I make those things.
Oh my god, I was killing myself when you. Oh, it was like, wow, yeah, okay.
Oh, we Phil, you probably haven't seen it. We took a magic mushroom ride when we went onto a planet, and there was a bunch of magic mushrooms. And we all tripped out, and you know what I mean. I had the background moving and all blurry and stuff.
Yeah,
it was hilarious.
Do something like magic mushroom.
Go ahead, play the video.
Show like nuclear mushroom clouds. Like make an evil experiment and it goes nuclear on us.
Oh, as soon as somebody says "oops" and I didn't want that to happen, it's absolutely doing that. So, oh, it's so funny, man. Because I take all the lines from our live shows, and that's what I use for the lines in the show. I just come in as a captain and direct things around. And oh my God, Gerald built a circuit, and he always built it to look like boobs. So everyone, so I had to censor it. It was just
I didn't.
You gotta somehow fit the Klingons in there somewhere.
Oh, dude, I tried to give myself a Klingon head, but they're all black. It
Draw the
just didn't
circuit
look right.
nice and oval. I was like, what's going on there?
Yeah, that's it.
I couldn't find a white Klingon head.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Mike, play the video.
Oh, if you want to.
Go ahead, play it. Somebody screen shared. I don't have it.
Oh, okay.
I already screen shared it.
Oh, did you?
Episode 3. Episode 3 was the best one, I think.
Yeah, that one was great.
Which one?
One, yeah.
This is your captain speaking. Joe, can you please report to the transporter room? We need to go back to the planet where you found your strange rock. Bernie's going to meet us down there. Mike, transport us down.
You have 3 holes. One is ground at the bottom. The 2 that are at the top are the power. The 2 holes, are they the same size? Or is one bigger? Put one prong in the ground and the other prong in the smaller hole. That's your hotline.
Is he daydreaming again? Hey, Mike, transport us down to the surface, please. Okay, Joe, where exactly did you find this strange rock?
And I could sense it, so I'm very attuned to it. I could sense it as soon as I start fumbling around with it. I'm like, there it is,
Well, let's keep moving down the river to the cave where Bernie is. Oh man, look at all these magic mushrooms.
All right.
Joe, have you ever eaten any of these things?
Psychologically, having high amounts of that crap around wasn't the best for me. It would,
High amounts?
always kind of grab me, and I'm like,
I didn't catch that.
all right, that. And this kind of did that, and it was very, very intense, and it wasn't bad.
Well, after careful consideration, I say we eat some of this stuff and see what happens.
Wow, instant brain part there.
Are we still in the cave? Why is everything moving? What's going on, guys?
Direct departure. You know, the 90% of the brainwashed, most senior epic legends and pillars.
What the hell did he just say? Oh my God, I'm tripping balls, man.
I'm deep into meditation, and some different spiritual aspects and stuff like that of metaphysics, and I could tell you, I mean, these things they do have psychological effect, as far
This
as
is a trend right here.
that stuff goes. And,
My lips aren't moving, but I'm still talking. Must be an inner monologue. Awesome. We want to turn it on. We want those effects. We want our mind to work the machine. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So we can figure out how exactly to do it.
Spinning the rotation aspect, that is now one dynamic of open system adding to
He
it.
gave him wings.
so it's like, oh well, I mean, what's the difference? It's like, because things don't do this.
Yeah, that's why.
That's why. You see, like, yeah, it's subtle. You're running finger across something and you're feeling it starting to skip. It's on surface, but it's smooth. It's like things don't do this, and this does this. And yes, it's subtle, but it's there. Then there's the more extreme examples. Like the thing. Taking a lift off. And it's like it's just out of your hand.
Oh my God. I can hear Joe in my head and Bernie in my head, but their lips aren't moving.
And then it's like, so you add that spinning to other aspects, like bringing in radiant energy from the environment, that's endothermic cooling, from plasma, right? All these other aspects that you start combining those dynamics of extra energy that
Like a
you're
sack of
able to
potatoes
get
to the ground.
exponential gains
And I
in
couldn't
your
move.
systems.
You have 3 holes. You have 3 holes. You have 3 holes. You have 3 holes. You have 3 holes.
Oh my God. There's no more holes. There's no more holes. There's no more holes. Mike, beam us up.
You're right now.
Yeah, I'm living right now. I barely breathe.
Oh, the sound effects, Mike, are just totally awesome. That
That was a
great.
good job.
That's a masterpiece.
Oh,
That was a masterpiece.
Hey, and the new one that Nathan showed me, I spit out my lunch when I was watching.
oh, hold on, I'll show it to you.
I was trying to follow his drawing, the line. It's like, what is he drawing? There's such a large thing. It just all came into view all of a sudden. And why is he putting a square over there? I was like, what?
Wow. Yeah, it's like a TMT trip.
All right, Mike, I put it up if you're ready.
Oh, yes, the other one too, or
Yeah, it's a different one.
Is this episode 4? No.
Yeah.
I thought you guys were serious, like drawing the schematic you may get. I thought you were doing like a new way of teaching kids or whatever
got it up
to
there?
do stuff on electronics. And then all of a
What's
sudden,
that?
I see.
I got it. It already shows right here. There it is. Okay, ready?
Oh, there it is.
Is your captain speaking? Please report to main engineering. We're having a problem with the circuits in our main deflector dish ever since we had the remodel.
But again, not every coil works with every circuit, like you said, right?
Yeah.
You have to play with different circuits in your coils to get the system properly running.
Okay, Gerald, why don't you just step up to the whiteboard here and show us exactly how this circuit's supposed to work?
So, power source,
Somebody has a lot
battery,
of time
the
on it.
positive goes to the collector. The negative goes to the coil, right? Signal generator, positive goes to the base, negative goes to the emitter. Now that I used for a regular pulse. But I drew it wrong because I was drawing. I know what I drew wrong here.
I'm telling you, I didn't
Yeah,
get
Daryl,
it.
this
I
circuit
didn't get
doesn't
it.
look right at all.
I apologize, everybody. What I drew here was the circuit with a horizontal deflecting transistor, and I will just change it really quick. Okay, so yes, like this, like this.
This is when I started to figure it out, you know.
Let me fix that.
You're still thinking about that circuit, aren't you?
No, when I drew it.
Oh, did you do it again?
Not really, but kind of.
Gerald, I'm so glad you got
Look
that
at the front of the
fixed.
ship.
Man, the additions that you made to the front deflector dish really look nice.
Oh, it's horrible. I'm a horrible person. I apologize.
Yeah.
Oh my. Oh, it's so great.
Somebody has a lot of time on their hands.
It doesn't take long in the morning, man. It just
Yeah, these shorts are turning out really,
pretty good.
really good.
And to think I was actually trying
like
to figure out how you're wiring it up, you know.
Mike taking notes. Mike's over there taking notes.
It's the
I knew
boom
something was
circuit.
Guys, I'm just gonna step up for a quick smoke. I'll be right back.
Oh man, that's fantastic, Mike. I should have put Mike in the background in a little chair so he could take notes. That's great.
This was episode 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one was number 2? I didn't
Lulu,
see
you
number
didn't
2.
get it?
Oh,
No.
I told you I didn't get it either until the very end. It's
well, yeah. I had the
Wait,
first
wait.
episode was all Mike when he's talking about the holes. He's trying to tell Ben on the live stream.
And you can't see it, but on the live stream, I was bent over looking into a socket.
And Mike was trying to describe where the ground was and what it was. And he told him there's 3 holes, and he told him the difference in the holes.
I heard the
the one he just played, episode 4, with the 2 coils. I mean, I didn't even notice that they were like positioned right there, you know. Like,
was he trying to draw boobs?
there you go.
Yeah, that's what he was drawing.
Oh, got
Every
it.
time he draws a thing on there for a
And
schematic,
then he
draws
censored it
boobs.
with the square checkered graph thing or whatever.
Funny.
It's just so funny because he does it on the live, right? So I had to put it in the Star Trek form just to have a little fun with
He
him.
did that on the live? I didn't know that.
Oh, hey,
Oh,
Gerald.
he
He's
did
in
it.
chat. Hey, what's going on, man?
Oh man, and yeah, what was the second one we did? Let's see, we did magic mushrooms for the third. Oh yeah, what was it? We got beamed down to the surface and some gold lady, and then we all got changed in the transporter process because we're all thinking different stuff in our head. So
I haven't seen that one. Can you play it?
well, I can't play it until Mike gets back because
Yeah.
it won't let me add it.
It's pretty funny. As soon as you see Magic Mushroom, you see Bernie in the background.
Oh, that was hilarious, man.
What was
Oh,
the-
Gerald.
what
Oh,
was that-
man.
what's the name of that guy you have on Sundays, Nathan, on the open mic?
Oh, Joe and I do
Joe.
Saturday. Yeah.
When he was talking about like around the magic mushrooms, and you know, to be around tons of this stuff, you picked out the perfect wording that he for that scene. Like it's like a section where he says, especially when I'm around tons of this stuff. He says something like that, you know.
It's not good for me to be around a bunch of this stuff.
Yeah.
That psychedelic effect. You know, I had to do it.
Yeah, he was already talking perfectly, you know, for the way he was speaking about. I don't know what you guys were talking about that day, but yeah.
Joe draws good. Oh man. Well, the part that I had to cut out was in that drawing, Gerald actually drew a line right between them, right? And said the power goes this way. It goes this way, just like this, right?
Oh,
So
I didn't see that.
it looked like a black guy in the middle of the two. You know what? It was just, it was too graphic for this whole show. I would have had to put a sensor that went up like this.
Too graphic.
Oh.
We'll put it on your Patreon.
I don't think you're gonna get censored or nothing like that for stick figures. So you never know.
Yeah, it's so funny, dude. Because when I make those things, man, I have to play the captain, so I have to set up the scenes and stuff so that they make some kind of sense. Otherwise, it'd just be like a total disaster. So, yeah, it's just so funny, man.
I like how you script the story around like clips that you've taken from live streams. That's brilliant, and it's turning out so effing great. Sorry.
Oh man, it's when everybody starts laughing that they get good. Like this other one we had, the second one, when Ben starts laughing, man, when everybody transports down, was the greatest thing in the world. You know what I mean? So, oh man.
Yeah.
I think I laughed more because of Ben's laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we all do. Ben definitely lights up the room, man. Just, oh, it's so funny.
Well, thank you very much.
Cheryl made ball lightning.
Hey, Phil, I was listening some stuff on physics the other day, and they say that light is not a particle, but it behaves like a particle and a wave. But it is a wave. They say it is a wave, but it also behaves like a particle.
So does that mean photons don't exist in the way we think they do?
Well, photon is just energy, right? There's no matter involved here. It's just mass, energy mass. There's no real matter yet. Maybe light makes matter. I don't know, but
I always had a hard time rectifying that. Imagining light as like a sound wave in the ether, but it's also a particle too. So,
well, light
I
is.
gotta understand.
From our mankind's perspective, we define light as the upper high frequency range. So it is a wave, a frequency wave. If
Well,
it's a frequency, it's a wave.
It's just simpler to consider that light has mass because E equals mc square. So the energy must be converted back and forth into mass. So it's the same thing. And if you consider that energy has a mass, but it has an old charge. But remember that because of the pair production, when light of high energy is converted into a positron and an electron, back and forth into a photon and so on. So light can be converted into an electron and a photon. So light is composed of an electron and a positron. Sorry.
Oh.
So what I was thinking is mass. The charge is null, but there is a mass. So I was thinking that the charge is null, but the mass is just the absolute the absolute
The mass is the density of the energy of wherever the light was emitted from, whatever frequency it's at.
Yeah, so
the mass is the density of the
yeah,
energy.
exactly. The charge is the net effect, so it can be zero, but the mass is absolute. So photon has a mass, man. It's they try to confuse you that photon has no mass and blah blah blah, but it has a mass because E equals mc square. Einstein himself says it. So it has a mass.
No, that makes a lot of sense. Thanks for clearing that up, Phil and Mike. Appreciate that.
Did we? I don't know.
No, you did. You helped me understand it a lot more.
Yeah, there's a lot of disinformation. Einstein says that light has no mass because otherwise his theory of special relativity would
No, of course light has
turn
mass.
into shit, you know.
Right.
So, he's saying that E equals mc squared. So obviously light is energy. So obviously it is mass.
I don't think there's much out there that doesn't have mass.
Yeah, mass is energy. Is the same thing.
Right.
So what is mass? It's not like a ball of pool. People see a particle like a ball of pool that hits and bounces off other particles, but it's really is energy, and the the how do you say that the edge of that ball is just time dilation. Applied some time dilation that is doing some that repels the other objects. So it's not like it's not hitting like a bowl of pool. It's just some virtual particle that is energy. Oh, and by the way, I met a guy. Well, I met a
Wait. Virtual particle. There's that phrase again.
yeah,
So
virtual particle.
that suggests that they're not saying it's a particle, but it behaves like one. Is that what you're
Yeah,
saying?
virtual particle is we can't see it, but we see the side effect of the virtual particle. So virtual particle is energy, and there's a guy on YouTube. His
Because a
name is
particle is matter now, and now we're not talking mass anymore. We're talking matter when you talk of particle.
yeah, matter is energy. So it's
Well,
not
we know matter is energy, but do we know that a particle is the same thing as matter, and it's not mass? A particle has mass, but it also has matter. There are things out there that have no matter, but they have mass.
well.
That's called energy. That's called
Matter is
energy.
just,
Energy has no matter, but it has mass.
matter is just a macro scale version of the mass. You know?
Matter is condensed energy or whatever, compressed or
Yeah,
consolidated energy somehow into matter.
yeah.
And of course, you can deconsolidate matter into mass again, mass energy.
Yeah.
We all know that.
Yeah. So yeah, man, it's very simple. It's so yeah, again, the photon, the net effect of the charge is null. That's fine, but a mass, a mass is absolute, so it can only be added up. So a photon has a mass because
Right.
it's being the pair production is splitting it into a positron and an electron. So it's two particles already that has mass. So if a photon is composed of a positron and an electron, then the photon has mass. So it's what
Well,
the
there's no
mainstream.
question that a photon has mass. The question is a photon a particle, or is it just looks like a particle, and we accept that it's not a particle because it's not matter. A particle is matter. Particle is not mass.
Well,
It needs
again,
to have matter.
matter is
For it
just,
to be a particle, it has to have matter. It can't just be mass. There's a particle, a mass particle. That exists? Is that such a term? Is a particle mass? I mean,
sorry,
I
I was
mean, I understand very clearly that matter and mass are two different things.
Well, no. Well,
One is
matter is a
energy,
macro scale version
the
of
other is
mass.
matter, also energy, but
But matter is a macro scale version of mass. You know?
a macro scale, right? Consolidated mass,
Yeah.
but
So
is there
multiple
such thing
mass,
as a particle that has no matter to it?
multiple particles of mass creates matter.
Okay, so that says that there is no such thing as a single particle that has no matter.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Okay. So it has to be matter to be a particle, and if it's a particle, it's a consolidation of multiple masses.
Yeah, and multiple masses equals multiple virtual
not mass
particles.
particles, but mass something. What would you term it? If you can't term it a mass particle, what?
So you have to think about energy density.
Mass items.
At that point,
Mass
you have to think about energy density when you have multiple particles, and energy density is very important because it's energy is composed of frequency and density. So that's what I was explaining the other day, that to teleport energy, you convert the frequency into density back and forth. So you lower the frequency, you increase the density, and then you lower the density and you increase the frequency. So you can play around with these two, and that's how you can teleport energy.
Oh, Philip, what did you think of that article I sent you this week about that physicist from UFT Toronto said that particles go backwards in time?
Oh yeah. Well, I didn't fully read the article, but they're just trying. The particle probably goes faster than the speed of light, and then they use the so that special relativity doesn't fall up, doesn't break apart. They say that it goes backwards in time.
Did you see that link I sent you in your Patreon, Mike, with the CERN?
Oh, right. Yes. Yeah, I seen that.
You want to go?
There's a concern with CERN.
Philadelphia experiment.
Why would you?
It's like the Philadelphia experiment. They were doing disinformation.
I don't know.